Guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about some dang Zion oil and gas. Today, we're going to go over a couple of things on their website, as well as a picture that was shared on StockTwits talking about a new CEO of Zion Oil and Gas and what they're doing with their operations and things like that. And just my summary of whenever I saw that picture, I reached out to them and asked them about that. We'll talk about that and, of course, break down the charts as well as I'm going to show you triple ENF's charts as well because that little puppy is slowly starting to kind of creep up again. So it's something to keep an eye on, up about 20% for the month. And so it's something to really keep an eye on closely because I don't think we should sleep on it either. All right, guys, so just to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. So Zion Oil and Gas, a lot of people getting frustrated with it, including myself, just getting tired of waiting really on them to just tell us anything, I guess. And right now, I mean, all you know is that they're doing updates on their website, which is why the website went down yesterday. Now it's back up. And basically, what they did was they did some type of new chat service where you can, um, it's basically the same thing, except it's kind of just like a different format. The one thing that is different, however, is I chatted with them today and they did not actually send me the transcript of our conversation. So I'm not sure if anyone else had that issue as well. But whenever I talked to them, I actually talked to them twice. I just reached out to them asking, hey, just making sure that all operations are a go. Yeah, we're still, operations are still a go. And then after I saw the picture that I'm about to share and talk about, reached out to them to ask them the questions. And then we talked again and still no chat transcript. So I'm guessing that's a new thing is where they're not going to actually send you all of the um, all of the information that you just discussed with them. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but I kind of liked being able to go back and look at those chat transcripts. So we're going to go ahead and take a look, guys, at this picture here off of StockTwits, and then we'll talk about it and tell you what my conversation was like with them. Then we'll break down the charts and go from there. So someone shared this first thing this morning about 8:30, and it says, "I will not be able." This is from Zion Oil and Gas to them, I guess. I will not be able to answer all these questions, or it would give you an insider perspective. I can say that there are no material updates, past or latest update, which stated in short, we are drilling and progressing. So, well, obviously, we haven't gotten anything saying that, but they keep telling us that they are every time you reach out to them. We do not consider that we are keeping investors in the dark. However, we do know this is different than the past with our releases, and we can all expect changes with the newer CEO as we move forward. So this here was kind of misleading because when they say newer CEO, right there, I was like, wait a minute, newer CEO, what are you talking about? We'll talk about that in a second. And it says, yes, we have crews working in full shifts 24/6 or 24/7, depending on the week and the potential need to work through Shabbats for safety purposes. We respond to our shareholders via email, chat, and phone immediately as they ask. We encourage our shareholders to support and supporters to review Zion's vision and know that we are not going to give up. We've always operated by faith, and from that perspective, we are not concerned. However, we cannot tell you how to feel. So it says Shalom and Andrew Sumi or Sumi, however you say it. So obviously, this is from probably a very frustrated investor, like many of us have been the past several months. And they reached out and just probably asked them, hey, what the heck is going on? Like, why haven't you said anything? Can you say something? And asking about the drilling depth, which is what everyone wants to know about. Really, that's really all people want to know right now is what the depth is. Like, that's it. And you've given that to us before, so you could simply just give it to us again. And I mean, if you think about it, it's not like it's this huge proprietary piece of information. So when I saw that, I was like, wait, what are they talking about here? I wanted to know. Like I really the second and third line is kind of what got me was There was no material updates past or latest update which stated in short, we are drilling and progressing. I'm like, hold the heck up. So that was the first thing. Second thing was um, it says we can all expect changes with the newer CEO as we move forward. So I'm like, what newer CEO are you talking about? So I reached out to them. They responded back fairly quickly on the chat, of course, like always. And they said, yes, we are still, ongoing operations are still a go. Because I asked them about this. So why this person said that there's nothing saying that you're drilling or progressing. So are you not drilling? Or are you not progressing? And they said, no, all operations are a go, most likely. And I sent him actually screenshot this and sent him the picture. And he said, I could only assume that they're talking about are there any new updates about saying that they're drilling or progressing? They're just clarifying that they haven't released any updates, but they actually are continuing and everything's still to go. And then I said, well, what's this about the new CEO? Did you guys get a new CEO? And they were referring to Dunn. They weren't referring to anyone new. They were referring to Dunn as the new CEO because he is a newer CEO. So that's what that meant. They didn't get a new CEO, so everything's still the same. So anyway, also, I'm sure most of you already realized they did have some directors, including John Brown, get some more shares recently. And I'm like, okay, they're just trying to let this thing bleed out so they can get shares for cheap. Maybe I don't know what the hell's going on, but we'll have to just kind of wait and see. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's take a look at the charts. Let's see what they're telling us, and then also as a bonus, like I said, we'll break down triple E and F as well. All right, guys, looking at Zion Oil and Gas, we did talk about probably last week, I think, or maybe over the weekend on my stock pick video that I think that it could break that 15-cent level and maybe test at 12 and a half, maybe even a 10-cent level if they just don't say anything. They just continue to be silent. And you see that this has just been on a just a downward slope ever since the TBN network spike up, right? And we've just been kind of going down and down and down, down. And now we're just trying to figure out where in the world is the floor going to be because it just continues to get lower and lower and lower. My plan on this is by Friday, if we continue to dip lower and we go down to, if we do break below that 14-cent mark, then I'll probably buy maybe a little bit more, but I'm not going to go too heavy. I'm still not fully into my position yet on this. I still have about 2,000 shares more to go on this position to be fully tapped out. So I'm kind of like, well, how low can it go? And maybe I can average down a decent amount on it. So I'm just kind of waiting it out like everybody else. Of course, you know, they're not going to do anything productive until they give us an update on their operation. So let's take a look, guys, at triple E and F. This thing has just been slowly, it's still extremely cheap. I mean, 2 cents a share. And it's up about, like I said, about 20% for the month. Okay, and this trades on the OTC markets as well. So this is a over-the-counter penny stock that you can get off of TD Ameritrade. I'm assuming Fidelity, Charles Schwab, things like that. Can't trade it pre-market or after hours, but you can get some shares during the market, the market hours. So your current level of support on triple ENF is 0.001, and your first level of resistance is 0.04. So basically about 4 cents, 4.5 cents. Got to get to, actually, it's pretty much right at about where it needs to be to break through that red SMA line and hold above it. But just not much happening, no volume hardly at all. and we're just continuing to consolidate around this 2 cent level, which in my opinion is good because in my experience with these penny stocks, the longer that they consolidate at one certain level right here, the bigger the spike up that comes from some type of good catalyst or PR. So anyway, guys, just want to provide that update for all of you on my experience with Zion Oil and Gas today and the chart breakdown triple ENF. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.